All right. Awesome. Well, thanks for joining me today, Matt, and congratulations, first of all, on your team member spotlight nomination and winning that this month. So I thought I'd start with just reading a quick summary of your nomination, and then we'll kind of jump into a couple questions. So Matt, your nomination says that you were nominated for continuously going above and beyond in your new role as inside sales representative for Enterprise West. This is an essential role that the team was looking to fill for 9 months, and you entered this newly defined role and have already exceeded expectations because of pre-work and one-on-one connections that you've driven. So thanks for all of your hard work and congratulations again.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So I thought we'd start off with just asking you to kind of introduce yourself, talk a little bit about where you live and how long you've been at GitLab.
Yeah, so Matt Beadle, again, appreciate the nomination from the sales team and excited to honestly kick off this new role on the Enterprise West side of our business. I live in Seattle, Washington, in a neighborhood north of the city called Ballard. I've been in Seattle area for about 4.5 years now, so no longer a newbie to the city. And have obviously loved being in Seattle. The hiking, the access to the outdoors, snowboarding, skiing has been tremendous. I've been at GitLab now for about 2 years, just over 2 years actually. I started when we were about 180 employees, so seeing some massive growth throughout my tenure. I started on the revenue marketing team within sales development, kind of worked my way up from there, and now here we are on the Enterprise West team. So yeah, kind of my little story.
Awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
And so this role is pretty new, right? We talked a little bit about that before. So can you just give me a quick rundown of, what is this new role, kind of who and how do you support? And go from there.
Yeah. So the inside sales role is something that they've been asking for a long time. The concept started and has been extremely successful on the federal side of our business, and we wanted to roll this into the commercial side on the enterprise to start. And really, I will be starting on a 15-to-1 basis. So we have 15 SALs, men and women on the West Coast, that I will directly be supporting. And my main function is really to help with renewal business and growth within those renewals. So we have a ton of renewals quarter over quarter that SALs need to focus on, varying in deal size. And it can be time consuming. And honestly, some of these can go by the wayside, and we want to get ahead of them because we have a fantastic renewal rate here at GitLab in the high 90s, which is really, really good. But what we're really trying to drive is a better relationship with those renewals of all deal sizes so that we can drive further growth within our existing customers and clients. So I'm here supporting the West Coast this quarter, and we're hoping to grow because 15-to-1 has been great. But we're going to need to, obviously expand to continually support the growing sales division. So yeah, that's a little bit of a highlight of the new role.
Very cool. Yeah, it sounds awesome. I'm sure, like you said, the SALs are super excited to have you helping.
The SALs are excited.
Yeah, absolutely. And so your nomination specifically called out on a values side, kind of collaboration and efficiency. So, just talking about how you really collaborate with your accounts and learn together with them and grow together with them and give them a personal touch through pioneering GitLab. So can you talk a little bit about kind of collaboration and efficiency and how you embody those in your role?
Yeah, so I think I see, the best thing about this job is that it does require me to be collaborative. I mean, so having a 15-to-1 ratio, there's a ton of different individual business relationships that I've had to set, and working relationships since, every SAL is different, every sub-territory within the West region is different, and just connecting with them on a one-on-one basis, having an agenda set in place. I think just living those GitLab values that we all live of, like, always coming to a meeting with a Word doc, always being prepared for that meeting, having actionable action items we can work on, and then not only having that, but then asynchronous after. So leaving notes, communicating in Slack. I think that was really successful to start in setting up those business, working relationships on a 15 one-to-one basis was actually really successful over a couple of weeks prepared. So that I think has been honestly one of the best things about the new role is collaborating across the entire team, seeing, how each person works, seeing what accounts we have to tackle. And I've had such a vast, experience, and they just differ so much. So it's been really cool to be able to see, how each cell works, how each account is different, which has been really exciting.
For sure. And you must have the world's best organizational skills to keep 15 to 1 organized. How do you do it? Do you have any tips?
Yeah. I would say that would, there's a question on here, what's the most difficult part? And I think that is staying, I think it's a good transition of how do we stay organized. And I think, using tasks in Salesforce has been extremely helpful. I've been working within spreadsheets, so I've been calling it just kind of my territory Bible of okay, I have every single renewal broken out by month, broken out by quarter, broken out by rep. And it's just staying really detailed in my note taking within the individual documents I've built. It's trying to dog food GitLab, using GitLab boards to manage opportunities within current and future quarters. So I think it's just being very vigorous with my note taking and setting tasks for myself in the future so that I do know kind of where I left off and where I need to pick things back up again.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. And I think a lot of people I can definitely learn things. That's a hard thing for me. It's how do you keep it all organized? So that's awesome.
Yeah. And I think visually is how I keep it all. Having a visual board versus okay, we have 50 renewals we need to work through. Here's a list. It's they're color coordinated on a board or in a spreadsheet. It just makes it so much easier for me visually be okay, I need to pick that up today, or that can wait till tomorrow, just to kind of manage my time.
Yeah, that prioritization effort for sure.
Exactly.
Speaking my language with the colors and the visual. So right there with you.
Yep.
So okay, that's helpful. We talked about the most difficult part of your job. So backtracking, what's the best part? You mentioned it, you kind of teased something up a little bit earlier, but what would you say is the best part of your job?
I would say the best part is my job being able to touch and work with so many different individuals. Not a ton of, I think, people get to work so, vastly across an entire team. And I get to touch every single person from, our regional director, Hayden, to our area sales managers, to all of the sales, to their TAMs, to their SAs. And I've just gotten so much exposure to so many amazing people here at GitLab. It's been really, really cool. And I can take little tidbits from each one of them that work in my flow and how I like to get things done, to kind of sharpen my spear as I develop in my career too. So I think that's been super helpful even on the first 3 weeks, is just the exposure to so many different flows and individuals that are all super rad, which has been cool.
That's awesome. And I didn't realize it's only 3 weeks in, huh? You're 3 weeks into this new role. So not far
it was
enough.
it was kind of a May 1st mandate. We got a little bit of a later start, but so about 3 weeks, I'd say, fully ramping.
That's awesome. It's gonna be very cool to see what happens in 3 months.
I'm excited.
Awesome.
Yep.
And so moving on, more on the personal side. So what's an interesting fact that most people don't know about you?
Most people probably wouldn't know that I'm an award-winning ceramist, so into pottery and wheelworking. So that could be an interesting fact not very many people know. I do enjoy sports and all that stuff, but I have an artistic side as well.
Very cool. Do you practice? Do you do ceramics a lot in Seattle? Do you practice a lot there?
I need to get back into it. I haven't been doing it as much lately. But I still like to get on the wheel every once in a while, just to keep it sharp.
That's awesome. You need to do a workshop next to in-person sales event we have, because it always looks really relaxing watching people do it.
Extremely relaxing.
Yeah, that's awesome. Very cool. All right. And so then what are you, I know times are interesting right now with COVID and Corona, but what are you into right now? Like books, movies, hobbies?
Yeah, I've actually been lucky enough. I've been playing a lot of golf recently, which has been really nice.
Very
It's like
cool.
a great social distancing,
Yeah.
6 feet apart. Um, but yeah, it's actually been really nice. I love to get outside, and it's been a really good way to do that and just like
Hmm.
enjoy kind of a break from being inside. I think with the whole pandemic, books have been a really big thing. So recently just read a book about Robert Iger, CEO of
Nice.
Disney, which I really enjoyed.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think like the number one hobby I've really been just absolutely diving into is golf, which has been an awesome, just kind of relaxing moment away from reality and getting outdoors.
That's awesome. Man, I feel like you're like the king of organization and relaxation. I'm taking away a lot, so that's awesome. Okay, and then a fun question just to kind of
Yeah,
leave us off here. A fun question that we do an icebreaker question every month with every
cool.
winner. So yours is, what is the craziest fashion trend that you ever rocked?
Okay, well, rocked and continually rocking.
Nice.
I am a big fan of tie-dye. I've got some tie-dye shoes.
Love it.
We've got my girlfriend and I have made quite a few different, tie-dye socks, shirts, sweatshirts. So if you ever see
I
me in a
love
lot of
it.
color, you probably shouldn't be surprised. So it is crazy, but it is fun.
I love it. I was always sad that like tie-dye went away. I didn't know if it
Yeah,
was quite back yet. Like I bought a tie-dye shirt a couple months ago and I was like, I don't know if this is
I think it's
acceptable
coming
or
back.
not, but yeah,
It's coming
that's
back.
awesome. And you're doing the tie-dyeing yourself, at home tie-dye?
Yes, I think we do some at-home tie-dye. We buy some tie-dye. There's a couple people that we like. There's a couple artists recently that like are always at our little what's it called? Like a street fair on Sundays.
Nice.
So yeah, trying to learn new techniques and everything. It's like a totally different art. It's cool art in my opinion. So it is
Yeah,
crazy,
that's
but
awesome.
we still do. We rock it and it's fun.
I don't blame you. That's very cool. You'll have to send me a picture of your favorite tie-dye item.
I,
So
I can definitely do that.
perfect. Awesome. Well, hey, I appreciate it. Thanks for taking the time. It was fun to kind of get to know you a little bit better. And again, congratulations on the nomination. Thanks for everything you do. So it's gonna be really fun to kind of see how this role builds out and makes a big impact. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. I was very appreciative of the nomination and glad, I've been able to make an impact so quickly.
Awesome. Sounds good. Well, thanks so much, Matt. Take care. Keep up the good work. Thanks.
Bye.